We had looked for a year and a half.
Really? Okay.
Casually driving around, looking at different condominium groups and clusters and smaller homes, and we found Epcon and we fell in love with it right away.
And we were sold the minute we saw it. It was just exactly what we were looking for. It's perfect for us.
For 2 years I had swam at a club in the morning, and there was a gentleman there who I knew had moved to a new home, and it was not too far from the club that we swam at. And so he said one day, there is a house for sale, so come over and look at it. So I got out of the pool later and went over and looked at it, and it was already sold. And the real estate lady there said, oh, but they're building a new community. Okay. And so the rest is history. He led me on the right path, I took it, and soon I'll be moving in. So it was a good deal. It was a friend who lived in one of these homes and highly recommended it.
I think the community attracted us, the fact that it was intimate and smaller and had such a neighborhood-like feel. The homes themselves are so attractive and lend themselves to so many different styles of decorating, and they are perfect for what I call right-sizing.
We wanted new, that's the other thing. We'd looked a lot of places, but as they start to get older, you would have to fix up a lot of things, and we didn't want to get into that situation. So to have something brand new and that we could pick, you could make it, you could add the upper level, you could add the basement, which we did. We needed that for older children who are still coming home to stay with us, that live out of state.
Also, it's a great location.
Going out the garage, down the driveway, into the sidewalk, street there, and then I'll be able to go to the different places that are available to us, and I'll have lots of fun doing that. There's also a shopping center close to us, which we've gone to, and I can ride my scooter there on this.
If I can't find her, she'll be at Taco Bell.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are afraid of right-sizing, and they should not be, particularly with the options that are afforded within the Epcon communities, because you can still keep all the things in your life in terms of possessions that are meaningful to you. You don't have to get rid of those. What you're getting rid of are all those responsibilities that you no longer want to be burdened with.
We were looking for a while, both at previously owned homes and also at new developments. I think that the business model that Epcon had seemed to fit our needs.
A friend had said, you have got to see these. You have to see them. They're special, they're different. And I said to John, let's go take a look, let's just see. And we were very impressed by the community itself.
There's a certain transition there as a mom and dad when your kids go away, and it's sort of nice. I think the kids were really impressed. At first they were like, oh, you can't sell our house where we grew up, and we're like, well, you're not here anymore. And I think they're impressed with the fact that we did something different, did something new, updated our furnishings a little bit. So it's something new and different and fresh. It's a new phase of our life. What drew us to the Epcon community was the courtyard, really. I mean, that was the thing that we really loved. We weren't ready, coming from a very big yard and working outside a lot, to not have a place to dig in the dirt, to just get out there and plant flowers and trees and have an outside area. So we weren't ready to give that up, and this was a nice in-between.
It's going to be telling when the weather breaks, when spring is here and we're able to go out on this wonderful deck and just sit and relax and listen to the birds and not have to move, other than to reach over and get that drink and sip it.
And I'm gonna do a lot of container gardening as well and do some pots, but we have plenty of room. We do have the paver patio, which I love. I think that is such a great option. It'll be all colorful. I'm going to put all kinds of flowers and plants.
I'm looking forward to not having to take care of the trees and the shrubs and mowing the yard.
Our courtyard is going to be a whole other living space. So I think it really made a nice transition from coming from the big yard to going to a place like this where you still have a really nice outdoor area, but you don't have to take care of a big grassy area.
And when we do travel and go away, you know that
Someone's watching.
they're taking care of the lawn and making sure that everything that needs to be done is taken care of.
You do have the option to bring your pets, and if you don't want to walk them, you can install the invisible fencing and have that luxury of just opening the door. So again, you're not having to give up to get. I'd like to think it's well deserved at this point, in our lives, that we deserve to kick back and be able to enjoy our home and each other, the pets, friends, and not be so chained to maintenance responsibilities and life's responsibilities, to shed some of those.
It will be very different and I think very enjoyable.
I think that is part of what set the Epcon apart for us. Definitely was the outdoor space, because many places had awesome houses and so forth, but in the back was just a little concrete square, and it looked into everyone else's little concrete square.
Any which way you want to go, it's a very, very good location.
Well chosen. Yeah, we're happy. Couldn't be happier.
You did something with the community that you never see anywhere else, and that is you have outings, you have get-togethers, you have dinners and stuff with the future tenants of that area.
You get to know people, other people are walking their dogs, so the dogs are friends. Sophie has friends, and it's really kind of nice. I mean, that part's great. And there's walking paths all around the community.
It's intimacy, the fact that the community is smaller, that it's not sprawling in 1,000+ homes where you don't get to know anyone. They are smaller. They're not meant to be 500 homes in a community, so you do get to know your neighbors and you can walk and enjoy. I think that's great.
We got to know people before we even moved in, and by the time we moved in, everybody's coming over to help each other with the move-ins, and it really is a great neighborhood, and I think that Epcon fostered that early on in the process.
We had the opportunity through Epcon to meet neighbors we eventually will have.
We've actually gotten together socially with quite a few of the couples that are right here. Each house that we've gone into looks so different. Even though there's 3 floor plans here, the way that people have decorated and painted and made it their own, it looks completely different, every one that you go into.
Because of Andy's disability, we decided we needed to move to a home that was 1 floor.
Yes.
And Epcon was great because you guys already had a disability floor plan.
I think the design of the house just makes it nice and bright and airy. So you feel like you're living in a place that's even much bigger than it is.
There's a lot of little things about the house that just make it user-friendly. It's just very comfortable. It's very easy to live in.
That's another wonderful thing about the basements here at Epcon. They lend themselves to so many uses. They can be finished for more living space, or they can be used for hobbyists like John, for any purpose, really.
Some friends have come over and said, we love your house from the front, but once we got inside, we had no idea it was going to be this big inside. They didn't necessarily think that from the outside, so it is very spacious.
We went to one cocktail party summertime, and everyone there was charming, and people were very happy. In fact, they were kind of giddy. They were so excited with their new idea of what their life will be.
Then the openness of where the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room all come together. I love it.
Some people choose to just have the 1 level, so that part's nice too. You can customize the size of the home, which I thought was great.
We have Sunday gatherings, and We've been able to have the entire family. We have plenty of room.
One of my fellow wood turners lives in a similar community. It's not near as upscale as this. And he does his wood turning in his garage. It's a 2-car garage. And so the cars are left in the driveway. And he's confined to working there when the weather's decent enough that he can not freeze when he goes out or burn up when he goes out. So it's much nicer here. And when I thought about a community like this, that's what came to my mind. And when we saw what was coming up down here, that was a selling point, the basement.
We have been using our bonus suite at this point as well. We have a 2-year-old grandson, and we have it set up there. We have a crib. We have, down here we have a high chair that we pull out, but we have a full-size crib and everything that he needs upstairs. The upstairs space is very large.
Yes.
There's the bedroom, the full bath, and there's a very large room. So we've used that also. So that's nice for grandparents to be thinking about having another space where you can put a crib and have your babies there too, your grandbaby. So that's been a nice, we never thought about that, but that's a great use of that space.
People have been great to work with.
And everybody that we've dealt with in the corporate structure has been very helpful and very pleasant.
It's been a very positive experience from start to finish. There really isn't anything negative to say. Everything is very, very positive. Everything.
I think what we've really done is that we have reduced to the space that we actually use. And that has been great. So we don't have the extra rooms that you don't really use and they get cluttered, or that you have to worry about maintaining, heating and cooling. So I think the right sizing for us was the right time, and the Epcon provided the product that we really liked.
I don't have any area that I won't use, so it'll be a vacation when I'm here, and it'll be a vacation when we're gone.
When guests come, they can stay, they have their own area, and ours is completely separate. The bonus suite is awesome. It's got its own bedroom, bathroom, and that big room, like it could be a sitting area or an office, so that space is really, really nice.
It's nice to start fresh again, and it's exactly what we've always wanted.
Everything that we wanted to put into our home is here. We gave up nothing.
Like any restaurant or any medical office you go into, and you see the help working. And if they seem to be knowledgeable or happy with their work, you can feel that among the people. And with our coming here, I have the same feeling with the good people who are building these homes. You do not detect any kind of dissatisfaction in their workplace. It's a positive experience, and I think that rings true in the quality of work someone does. If they are pleased with what they're doing, then it shows. And I have seen that among the workers. They'll wave, or they'll, it's nice.
We are so glad we chose Epcon because we were able to get everything we asked for.
I would strongly encourage people to explore the Epcon Communities because I think that they will be very surprised by them. I think so many people, it's unfortunate, don't know about them.
Look at it. It's lovely. How could you not be happy here?
Nothing. Looking forward to nothing, being able to do nothing with a smile on my face, because it's been a long time that I could relax and say, I've got nothing to do. I think I'll go turn something. I think I'll go make something. Most times the turning came pushed in between chores. So yeah, I'll be thinking about nothing.
It's nice. I think it's going to be marvelous.
Yes.
And we're lucky to be a part of it. Very happy to be a part of it. So it won't be long, and we'll be closing the front door and say, yes, we're here.